Okay. I believe we are now recording. So we're back for the penultimate session of Action Movie World. We've got this week and next week to finish up. So we will probably finish up our fighting tournament movie today, and then we will dive back in and create another movie and probably get started on it, and then we'll finish it next week. I was hoping to get 4 movies out of this, but it just has not worked out that way. And I doubt we're going to get 2 in one session, so we'll see where we get to. Before we dive back into the fighting tournament movie that we're playing, which is Vital Organs 4 Against the Storm, last session we did get everybody hit 5 experience. At the end of the session, everybody gets 1 XP, and we got to 5, which means everyone should have taken an advance. Have you all done that? And let's hear what everybody took.
Okay, I took Brutal Force. Whenever you inflict harm, you have an option of inflicting +1 harm.
Nice. Perfect time for it.
If it was the 80s, it's probably because I was into the roids.
I just took Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. It just adds +1 to swagger, but you know, it felt appropriate for the character, so.
So much swagger.
And speaking of appropriate for this movie, I took Sting Like a Bee. You may roll with agility instead of muscles in melee.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting one because it's one of those, as the director, I kind of want to allow that at various times, and I force myself not to allow that because there is a move that lets you do it. So I'm glad somebody took it.
And I took I don't know, she's got gaps, I got gaps. Together we feel gaps, which is just add +1 to drama.
Okay, so everybody's, well, not everybody's, but a couple of people getting their prime attribute up. All right, so diving back in, Vital Organs 4 Against the Storm. We opened with Athena Ingram, also known as Thunderbolt, returning to San Francisco after being disappeared for 7 years. She organizes a tournament to bring out the best fighters in the city, and she manages to get 10 fighters to come in for the very first round. It's a single elimination tournament, and we played through the first day, which was one-on-one fights. All of our PCs managed to defeat their opponent, and one of the NPCs, the love interest for Riley Rouser Madison and Garrison Tiger Flame Steele, a trans woman by the name of Luna, also won her combat. The festivities for the day ended, and but that didn't stop people from having a good time. We had a good nightclub scene where Tyler managed to dance up a storm and found a new love interest in one of the fighters, a woman by the name of Zhen Zhu, who had fought Tyler earlier that day, right? Yes, Tyler defeated her in the ring, but they managed to reconcile outside of the ring. Tyler, I want to remind you that as part of that move, so you had the work it like JCVD move, you got a couple of things out of that. One was you had the sort of romance scene with Jin Ju, and as a result of that, you get +1 forward, I think, to protecting her. It's just +1 for the remainder of the film, so it's +1 ongoing to protect or help her.
Yep.
You also should have basically 1 hold to have befriended somebody else at that nightclub, and can
the tall Russian one.
Right. Yes.
She liked the way that I bought all the losers drinks, and we had a chat, and there's a mutual respect that we treated, all fighters should have respect for each other.
Inga Vostrikov, also known as the Red Storm, she fought Riley Rouser in the ring, and Riley managed to bring her down despite her raw power. She what does it say? One of your new buds will help out when you need it most. And then we cut from there, and coming into the second day, everyone was excited to get back into the ring. But Luna did not show up, and nobody from her school showed up. There was a bit of a confrontation with Athena about that, as she claimed that Luna had withdrawn from the contest, but it became clear that that was not the case, that something had happened to her. She'd been injured. There were rumors floating around that she was in the hospital, and because that was the result of a move where I have to tell you the truth, that is precisely what happened. Athena did something, and Luna is in hospital. The group decided that's it. We've kind of had enough of this fighting tournament. We need to take Athena down. Quite a few of the characters have something in their backstory about Athena having injured somebody that they care about. So the plan is that Tyler and Riley Madison are both going to get into the ring and cause a distraction and fight against one another. This is a brother-sister combo, and they had a few philosophical differences, but this is supposed to be their big moment to sort of distract Athena and Athena's military guards. And while Anna Atomic Alves and Garrison Tigerflame Steel try and get up to the gantry where Athena is with her military guards and a strange figure wearing motorcycle leathers and a motorcycle helmet. In the ring, Tyler and Riley manage to put up a good fight, but things go a little bit too far, and Riley manages to seriously injure Tyler's leg. But that puts an end to the competition, and Athena calls out for the final two fighters for the day, which should be Anna versus Garrison, but they are nowhere to be found. But we know that Garrison has stolen one of the military guard's uniforms and is walking up to where Athena is. And Anna Alves has got into the air ducts and has managed to position herself just above where this strange leather-clad figure is. And as the guards start looking around for these two fighters, that's where we come back in. Time for coffee. Did I miss anything in the recap? Anybody want to add anything else back in? Right, yes. Tyler and Riley both currently have -1 forward for the not tell me no move that went off.
I also have an automatic
That was from-
10+ banked from a camaraderie move earlier. So
Yes, that's right. So, Athena is called out for these two fighters to show up. They seem to be nowhere. Anna, Garrison, who makes the first move here?
I think they hear from above them like look up or duck, and as they look up, there's a punching sound, like a thunking sound on the air ducts as Anna like just breaks through the air ducts and is gonna fall down, superhero pose style, right in front of them. So I'm gonna do a stunt with muscles, I guess, to look cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And not injure myself. She's practiced this a lot.
I should bring up the
So
dice
give me
roller.
dice. Yeah, I should also.
So I can see what's happening.
D6 plus 3 now. 14. That looks super cool.
So good. You do look super cool. So take +1 forward. You can pass it to somebody else if you want to work them into the stunt.
Yeah, I think as I land like that and there's like dust and metal clinking down, I pass it on to Garrison. So if you want to enter the scene too.
Can I say that I'm near Athena, or am I not there yet?
Yeah, I think you up on the gantry and approaching where she is. She's got military security on either side of her, as well as this motorcycle figure, which is probably was standing just behind her and is close to where Anna is now. So
Oh,
I would say there's at least one guard between you and Athena.
yeah, so I think when Anna drops down, and everyone kind of turns around, I'll cold cock the guard between us, to knock him out. And then if that works, point the gun at Athena and just say, I think you called our names.
You're looking for a guard. Here he is, something like that.
Ooh, is that a one-liner?
Yeah. I think from either of you, if you wanna turn that into a one-liner.
I'll let Garrison do it with the +1.
Just wondering if I should change my move to there's a move that lets me use drama instead of swagger, because my swagger is -1 for so maybe I'll change if that's
ironically
okay.
covering gaps. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, let's see which dice. I'm sorry, did Anna's move give me a plus or anything?
Yeah, it adds a
Yeah, you have a
+1
+1.
horror to you.
+1, okay. 10.
It's a 10.
It's not elegy, it's Garrison.
The line is hilarious, well-timed, or cutting. You can take +1 forward, or you can add 1 to camaraderie. We're at 2 camaraderie at the moment, so that would bring it up to max.
Yeah, let's add 1 to camaraderie.
Which fits narratively, like I'm on one side like this, and you're on the other with the gun,
Yeah.
You got them surrounded, maybe like circling them a little bit.
So Athena's been sitting in a chair, and she sort of turns her head to look at the gun that's pointed at her, and she just kind of gives you a smile and says, "Protect me." And the leather-clad figure with the motorcycle helmet steps forward and like grabs a hold of your wrist to put the gun up and away from Athena's face. And I think when that happens, the gun goes off, and then pandemonium starts to break out across the entire warehouse, as this is the first gunfire we've had in this room. And you're engaged with this strange figure that is it's moving kind of strangely. And Athena stands up and gets ready to face Anna. What is happening down in the ring when this occurs?
So the fight's just ended. Riley fought dirty, as is her wont. And Blake is really badly hurt. And I think
Tyler is hurt. Blake is fine.
Tyler's hurt. Yeah, Blake is fine. Sorry, Tyler's very badly hurt. Blake's character. And Riley also feels pretty bad about it, but is not as physically hurt, and is sort of looking up the side of this cage speculatively and says, "Oh man, I think I could get up there, but I don't want to leave you." And she'll look down at Tyler.
Oh, okay, help if you can. I'll get these people out.
All right. And I think she'll, I don't know, do we have like oh, you know what? She'll give you the, the handshake or the bow of your school that she abandoned, like whatever the sort of like sign of respect is. I feel like that's an emote. Let's see, that's plus drama to see how well she sells this exciting moment. And drama is +1, but she's got a -1 forward, so it's just a flat 2d6 4. I think it's just very stiff, does not come across as touching at all.
It may be I go to stand up to do it with you, but because of the weight on my leg, I just sort of clap to the ground, so we can't really do it, and it just, it looks a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Nice.
The rawness of your
Is there
emotions
some-
has exhausted you. Take -1 forward.
So many takes, and that was the best one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The wigs on slightly askew in all of them.
So perhaps this is the moment when Inga comes in. She's probably more well suited to helping to help Tyler walk out of the ring. So she throws an arm across you, holds you up,
Yeah.
and
I
you
say
can
to
start to
her, we
move
got to
around.
get these people out.
Right, and you can see these military guards moving in on the ground floor and are sort of pointing weapons at the various fighters that are there. But let's cut back up to Garrison versus this strange figure. It's got a hold of your arm at the moment. What do you do? It's sort of it looks like it's probably going to strike you. It's got its other arm kind of winding up. It's moving in towards you.
Let's see. Man, I got nothing. um, I'm just gonna try to. Uh, pick the person up and throw him down.
Oh,
So we have, I guess, violence, using muscles, which I have none. Let's see.
you could do this as violence, or I could also see this being a stunt, but it would be muscles either way. So you can decide. Maybe violence is right because there's more of a chance of you taking harm from doing this. So
Oh, not bad. 9.
okay. So you've got one of 3 options there in the violence move.
Uh, uh, Let me just check. I have 1 harm already.
Don't forget, if you do die, it's
Yeah.
2 XP.
So we'll do you inflict harm. You take some too.
Okay. So I will mark harm on them. I would like to ask you to inflict 2 harm as this thing hits very hard.
Two harm to myself, or
Yes.
okay.
I will put some harm on them as well. They don't react the way other people you have fought have reacted. So when you move to hit them, like when you move to shove them, ordinarily you would see some hesitation in another fighter once they've been hurt. This person seems to have none. Athena turns to you, sort of straightens out her shirt a little bit, like she's getting ready to fight you, but seems unconcerned with this fight, and says, well, if it isn't my worst nightmare. Come on then.
And it's like started squaring off against her, a little less cocky than earlier based on, some of the other fights. She's just like, I just don't get it. Like why the sick games, man? If you wanted us all here, why not just send a jet? Like, why set up this whole tournament? It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna try to do sticks and stones to see if she will do a monologue about her master plan, like what the whole point was, because it seems like an appropriate moment for it.
Yeah.
10.
Beautiful.
So your enemy tries to counter your wit by revealing their plans.
Perfect. It's always been my goal to find the best fighter. I've fought everyone in this city already, but there's only so much you can learn from fighting other people. So I found a student, and she points her head at this leather-clad figure. Someone that's better than me at observation. Someone that can learn from watching what others do. But so I needed to set up a tournament so that I could show them what fighting really is.
Well, I
They
hope
will
she
take
learns
the-
a lot when I kick your ass, and I'm just gonna go in a flying kick
Yes.
directly to her face. I will use my 10+ that I banked. I just
Mhm.
interrupted her. I was bored of her talking. So
Excellent.
yeah. I will inflict terrible harm. And this is the move
Mhm.
that my mentor taught me, which I'm sure she recognizes it, but I'm just like faster than her. Yeah, inflict terrible
Yeah.
harm. She gets knocked down and it's messy. I don't know if it breaks something or like kicks her back against a heavy object or something. There's probably some sparks that fly off because
Aren't
of
they up
special
on the
effects.
gantry? Could she fall off or something? Or...
She could fall off.
Is that a little too
Because
easy though, is the one thing.
It won't kill her, but it
Hmm.
will do. I mean, you've done the inflict
Okay.
terrible harm thing as
Can
well.
I kick her off the
you're already
gantry and then
trained.
she gets impaled with something? Because this
I
movie
don't
is
think
called Vital Organs.
it is called vital organs. I think for the amount of harm she's taken, I would say probably not.
Okay.
No,
All right.
yeah,
Well, I kick
probably
her
not
back
impaled,
towards the
but-
gantry like she's going to fall off or something, or
Okay. Alternatively, I could also have you kick her into one of the guards, and the guard just goes off, and it's the end of that guard. And then
Oh,
there's
sure.
one
We can
fewer
have a
guard.
Wilhelm scream. Yeah. Like,
There's one fewer guard up here. Yeah. Where to from here? Let's see how Garrison is going against this student.
Uh, uh, did the student talk at all, or like when I threw them down, was there a grunt or anything like that?
No sound.
Um,
It is cold and implacable. The only thing that you see of its expression is the reflection of your own face in the mirrored
Right.
face shield of the motorcycle helmet, as it prepares to engage you once more. It's the
yeah,
funniest thing to put the thespian against some kind of emotionless robot.
was it heavier than a normal person when I tussled with it? Not in human, so
Maybe a little bit.
okay. So what I say then is I'll try to do one. I I am the apex predator of your nightmares. Back off. All I want is Athena. All right. Let's see. Oh man, an 8. Oh no, that's a 6 total. Horrible.
6 total. That's horrible.
That was for a killer glider.
For a
You
killer
could use
one-liner,
the camaraderie if you want to boost it or whatever.
Sure. How does that work? I just use one. It just goes down one.
No, so to make the camaraderie move, you would roll 2d6 and add to the current camaraderie, which is +3.
Can
you
I?
You can't get a +1 out of that move. You can turn it into an automatic 10+. I think you've already rolled it. I think we should just move forward with that.
Keep it. Okay.
So
So
the line falls flat.
Mhm.
Take -1 forward, and the director makes a move against you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I think you say this, and the student says nothing. It has no response to you, and it will sweep a leg out from under you, and take another point of harm, and go down.
Is 5 death?
Yes, 5 is death.
Oh boy.
Are you at 5? No, you're at
I'm
4
at
or
4.
5.
I'm at 4, yeah.
Okay, this thing is seriously injuring you, but Tyler told Riley to help get the people out. What did Riley actually do?
Did not follow directions because this is like on a gantry above the cage. I think Riley has scrambled up the side of the cage and is going to try and leap up onto the gantry to save Garrison. Even though he is her rival, she doesn't want to see him killed by this mysterious figure,
Right.
which feels
Yeah, and I
like
think the
Go ahead.
as you're doing that, I think the guard that Anna managed to shove lands on the ground, and the room, which was somewhat confused about what to do next, the guards weren't sure what to do. The fighters weren't sure what to do. Well, now the fighters are sure what to do, and they start engaging the guards. So it's just pandemonium erupting down below as you leap up out of the crowd. Let's see how you do.
Eh. And I think I have a -1 forward from beefing that last roll, so this is going to be +2. Ooh, that is a 12.
12 on a stunt.
On stunt. On a 10 plus, you do the cool stunt you are attempting, and you feel like a total badass doing it. Take +1 forward. You may pass this +1 forward onto one of the other PCs instead, so you can work them into the stunt. Does Garrison ever use weapons? Or are you a purist, you fists only?
You have a gun.
Oh, yeah, I still have the gun somewhere. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. If you have a gun. Because I was thinking maybe she like kicks a weapon to you, or maybe as she like scrambles up onto this gantry, she like grabs the ankles of this mysterious figure and yanks and tries to get them to take a tumble so she can create an opening for Garrison to defeat this mysterious opponent. Ooh, what could be going on with them? So yeah, I'm gonna give
There's
the
also-
+1 to Garrison. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that there's also a rule in the rulebook that when you roll a 10 plus on a stunt move, it's always in slow motion.
That's delightful. Yeah, I think it's like she leaps and it's like arms and legs flailing, and she catches with one hand. I think she has to do a one-hand pull up to get onto the walkway. That's delightful.
Okay, so this Garrison's on the ground, but this figure sort of turns to face this new challenger. But I want to figure out what Tyler is doing down below before we resolve that. Fighters are engaging these guards everywhere. Inga
I think I'm
is
keeping an
sort
eye
of-
on the one I took home from the nightclub, and like if there's
Turns
something
in?
like a chair, like a plastic folding chair, I'll throw it at a guard so she can get an extra shot and take him out or whatever. I'll do the diversion.
Yeah, I think you find her just managing to hold off two of these military guards who, for some reason, because this is an action movie, aren't firing their weapons. They've engaged in hand-to-hand combat with these hand-to-hand fighters.
Yep. So I'll throw a fold-up chair at one of them to do a diversion.
Perfect. Do you want to roll for that? You do get +1 for this roll.
Would it be stunt, I guess? Because I'm not actually trying to hurt them. I'm just diversion. Well, no, bugger it. Let's roll violence. Let's take out these buggers.
I was going to say, you do have the option of inflicting +1 harm, and if you roll high enough, you could get up to 3 harm. You could.
Okay, so +2
severely
makes
damage
it
this
10. So I got a 10, and yeah, so I'm going to inflict harm. So that's actually +2 plus whatever the chair does.
Yes.
Target drops something, probably their weapon, and something explodes. Maybe they fall back into like an electrical junction box or something, and the lights start flickering on and off of it.
That's the against the
Yes.
storm part, as the lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the simulated storm. Anna, how are you going with Athena, who you managed to land a serious blow on? She's wiping blood from her lip.
Yeah. I think she tries to do a couple moves and I'm just like deftly dodging them. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you think I haven't seen all your moves before? My master taught them to me and you just stole them, but he taught me something else too, so I'm gonna try to do my Athena style before move. Something, you should have stuck around. Watch this one. Another 10. I'm just killing it.
Absolutely beautiful. Choose
All right.
two things.
I will turn her best move against her and then intimidate her with my obvious knowledge of fighting because I'm her worst nightmare, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
she maybe goes in for a big blow and I twist and I use her own uppercut hammer, strike right into her jaw. And we see her kind of like fly backwards towards the edge. Fear in her
Yeah.
eyes.
I think she uses the style that she wants to use to defeat your master, but it's what she doesn't know is that your master has taught you how to counter that. It's been 7 years. They have learned. You have learned. Everyone has learned. She told everybody to prepare, and you have.
Maybe we see like a quick montage of me training like in the mountains and stuff, and like failing a couple times but getting better every single time. And I'm trying to think of what song would be in the background. I'll think about it later.
All right, I'll give you a moment to think about it, and then we'll switch back to Becky Lynn. Garrison's on the ground. This figure is standing over them. This ominous figure is standing over them, and it sort of slides into a smoother posture and gets ready to fight you. How do you respond?
I mean, she's gonna throw down. And I think I'm imagining there's hand railings on this the gantry, and she's gonna sort of like try and do some parkour free running type of movements over them so that she can get a little bit more momentum
Mm-hmm.
to give flavor to her now being able to use agility to fight. And that is an 8. Uh Choose one. You inflict harm but take some. 2. You inflict harm but are driven back. You inflict harm but a friend is hurt badly. I think driven back.
Okay, so you'll inflict harm on this, what I have labeled in my notes as the student.
Mm.
Yeah, this thing swings hard. It hits hard. It seems to be sliding between different styles of fighting, which makes it really difficult to counter directly, because by the time you've figured out what style they're fighting with now, they've already shifted to something else. It's a weird mix of different things, and yeah, although they don't manage to land a blow on you, they are definitely driving you back towards where Anna and Athena are fighting. Garrison, from the ground, what do you do?
Can I get back in the fight, or am I too hurt?
You can. You are seriously injured. So in terms of what people can see on screen, there's no mechanical penalty for being at 4 harm, but this is like, you might have a broken bone. You might like.
Right.
We can see some physical evidence of just how hurt you are at this point. You've spent a day doing tournament fighting and then got into a serious fight with something that can hit very hard, and you've just had the wind knocked out of you.
Uh, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna get back into the fight. I kind of stagger. I think what I want to do, and I don't know, I guess this might be a stunt, because I want to like where like I'm like bleeding, like so I just like put a hand over like the wound, so that my hand is like covered with my blood. And I want to like do like a tiger strike to the face plate of the helmet, so that
Mm-hmm.
a person or whatever it is, is can't see because of all the blood on the windshield, faceplate rather.
Mhm.
Would that be a stunt or?
Yeah, if you're not trying to injure them, then I think it's okay to do that as a stunt.
Okay, cool. All right, and a +1 from Riley.
You got that hands of stone move? Is that what you're doing? Or?
I don't think Hands of Stone would work here because it's not an organized setting.
We're at a tournament. I'll allow
Okay.
it.
Okay, cool.
It is very disorganized by this point, but it is an organized setting.
Okay, fair. I'll take it. All right, 10. 10, you do a cool stunt you were attempting, and you feel like a total badass. Take +1 forward. You may pass this +1 forward to one of the other PCs. Instead, if you can work them into the stun, yeah, definitely. I'll pass it back to Riley.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, Riley, Garrison manages to put a tiger claw handprint on the faceplate of this thing, and it stops for a moment because it sort of turns its head trying to see you, and it can't figure that out, and it reaches up for its faceplate to raise the faceplate, and that gives you a moment where it is not actively fighting you, it is not actively defending itself in this moment. What do you do?
Yeah, I think Riley is going to do she's going to jump up and kick and try and kick him off the gantry down into the yeah, right into a dumpster. Off the gantry down into the ring where stuff's going down, and hopefully hurt it pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that probably violence, right? Yeah, because I want to inflict
Yeah.
harm. That feels like violence.
Yeah, and you want to knock it down, and
Yeah.
maybe something will explode. We'll see.
Maybe. Oof. That is a 7. Thank goodness for that +1. Thank you. You inflict harm but take 1, 2. You inflict harm but are driven back. You inflict harm but a friend is badly hurt in the fight. I think I want to take some too. I think maybe it like let me know if this doesn't sound good, but like as it falls backwards, it grabs like her, you know, parachute pants that she's wearing and yanks yanks her with him.
So you're going over the side too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think you take a couple of points of harm from that fall. But it will take a couple of points as well. It is looking seriously injured, and yeah, this
is a couple
as you
here
land
2 or
in
3. This is
2,
a pretty important
2,
distinction. Okay.
2. Sorry, yeah, I should be more precise when it comes to harm. So then we've got 4 characters at 4 harm out of 5. Somebody could still die here, and but yeah, you land in the ring, so you managed to shove them hard enough to get out over the ring and land in the ring with them. I think just for the purposes of distribution of harm, I think you land on top of them, but the helmet faceplate does like crack as you land, and pieces of it come off. And what you see underneath is a person. It's a human person. It's not somebody you recognize, but the audience will. It's the guy from the beginning that the security guard at the dock that tried to stop Athena from coming into the city. And we see that he's got some kind of equipment attached to his head under the motorcycle helmet. It's just a guy. Big reveal moment.
So
Anna
this
and
is like
Athena.
Universal Soldier, where they brought them back from the dead and brainwashed them and stuff. And okay,
Yeah, something like that. Tyler, you had exited the ring, but you're still quite close, so you're down there. Garrison and Anna are still up with Athena, who is looking concerned that her student is not performing as well as she would hope. I think she's just going to take a swing at you. I think you made her mad. She revealed her plans. Her plans aren't going well. I think she is going to come in and try and strike at you again. This time she's using not your master's technique.
So, oh, she's taking a swing at me.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I say something like, you want to show your friend some moves, you're going to have to do it from down there. And I'm going to try to like punch and kick her off the ledge to land on top of the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I will try to inflict some violence, which is not as good for me. I got a 5. Whoops.
5.
Woof.
Yeah, so you got a swing, and she manages to land a knee in your solar plexus as she kind of like jumps towards you and absolutely hammers you. Take a point of harm for that, and then I think you end up prone, and now she's facing Garrison across from your prone form.
Should I go ahead and do smiling through the pain first, or should we let someone else
Yes.
react first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a move. You have a move for this.
Yes. Really trying to sell it. 2d6. 14. I will substitute swagger for another stat for the duration of my next move. Hopefully being able to finish her off with that. But at the time, I'm like really trying to sell the pain that I'm in. It's like I came so close, only to almost get away.
All right, I want to check in with Tyler. Your sister is back in the ring with a scary thing.
Yeah.
You've managed to you threw a chair at the guard that was fighting Zhen and caused the flickering lights in the room. That guy is out, by the way.
Yeah.
Those guards cannot take as much harm as you managed to hit them with. Seriously injured. Probably. Let's hope that Athena grants good insurance. Anyway, yeah. What do you do?
I don't really have a move I can do or anything. I think I'll just yell out, show us some moves, sis. Hopefully giving you the idea to throw in some dance moves to confuse her.
Ooh.
Yes, the one type of move that we've seen you doing that it has not seen.
That is true.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah. Does that
nice
feel like
idea.
a killer one-liner?
Could be.
Yeah. I'll have a go anyway. Swagger. What have I got? Do one. Cool. Let's go.
Be aware the results for killer one-liner are +1 forward to your next roll, which if you don't already have a move in mind, might not be helpful. Or +1 to camaraderie, and we're already at +3 camaraderie. So
okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. It'll just slow my eyes. Show us some moves, sis.
I really feel like killer one-liner should be able to give +1 forward to somebody else. But anyway, show us some moves, sis. Riley, do you show us some moves?
Yeah, I think she'll sort of stagger to her feet and wipe a little blood off the back of her off her mouth with the back of her hand and say, I thought you'd never ask. And we see a reprise of the B-boy dance battle moves from way back in the beginning of the film. And
Oh, can I add to this?
Yes.
I think we hear whatever your hero's song is start to play, and we pan around to the warehouse door, and Luna with like her arm in a sling is holding up a boombox.
Yeah, and I think before she starts to dance, she like shoots just like a shit-eating grin up to Garrison. Definitely feels like she's won this round. Yeah, and is going to. I guess this is still violence.
Mhm.
I feel like it's still violence. Yeah. And 11. It works.
Does. What are you going to pick from the violence list?
Yeah.
I will tell you, if you inflict terrible harm, you will put this thing out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think inflict terrible harm. Drop something. Maybe something that can, help incriminate Athena. And then hit a whole bunch of people because there's still like guards fighting around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think what she, is done doing breakdancing fighting with this guy, she'll take the fight to some of the other guards as well.
Okay. The student is out for the count. Athena is on the cusp here. But Garrison, you currently stand across from Athena over the prone form of Anna Alves. Do you want to say anything?
Oh
Or do
yeah,
anything?
we'll do a mode. You're gonna pay for what you did to Luna. She was the best of us. Uh, I don't realize she's here yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of people like you. You think you can just do whatever you want, hurt whoever you want, steal and kill and take, but you're finding out now that there's more of us than you. You're outnumbered, and you're gonna pay. And I'm like furious. Show you, yeah, just like showing like how furious I am.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Well, oh wow, 15.
15. Might be the highest I've ever seen in a PBTA game, I think.
Cool. So
It's not bad. Okay.
yeah, I think it's that I can give a +1 to Anna on
Okay.
yeah, +1 forward.
Anna, do you accept this fury?
Heck yeah. I'm just trying to think. Okay. Team style 4, violence +1. Smiling through the pain. So I held 2 from smiling through the pain, but if you can
Mhm.
only roll +4 max, I'm already doing that. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll substitute swagger. So it gives me +3. I take the +1 from him.
Mhm.
And I will. Can you can't go over that? I couldn't go like +6 or something. I don't think so. Yeah. I will take an automatic 10+ on a killer or one-liner move because I know exactly what I'm going to say if this works. So
Okay.
she's like, it's time for this tournament to end. And I'm just going to charge at her and try to just do a spinning kick to kick her off the platform. And let's see how well it works. A 9. Oh no, it should be a 10 with the +1 from Garrison. So
10 is
we
good.
see her flying through the air straight towards that stupid gong that symbolizes when the fight is over. And
Yes.
she, hits straight into it. It goes dong. And she like kind of falls forward. And I do feel like if it's permissible that there is some kind of effect where there was like a little piece of rebar sticking out or something, or maybe like one of the chairs that's overturned and it kind of impales her. Not really, because she's an actress, but the special effects are really good. And she's kind of like,
Mhm.
and Anna's kind of looking down. She's like, huh, I guess you had a heart after all.
Automatic 10 plus on the killer one-liner
Yeah.
move.
Right.
I have forgotten to remind everybody, but you should all be filling in audience interest when you roll a 10 plus
Oh,
on
I
some of
have
these
been, yeah,
moves.
for
and
sure.
Good. Yep.
If I
Oh,
need to
wow.
pick
9.
inflict terrible harm, she gets knocked down, and it's messy. So.
Yeah, sufficient. Athena Ingram, the Thunderbolt, the self-styled queen of San Francisco, has been deposed. Long live the new queen, Atomic Alves.
Whether or
The
not
rest
people
of
are
the
cheering, she's like dancing around.
yes. No, I think you definitely get cheers from the rest of the audience. That is mechanically the end of our film. Let's do a quick round of what is the final moment that we get in this movie for each of these characters. If anyone has an idea, go for it.
I think when Atomic
Yeah.
wins, a couple of the fighters will sort of hold her up, and there's a slow mo as she's held up with her arms up or whatever. And then after that, there's like a week later epilogue for each of us or something.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at a cafe with I can't remember her name now. The ones chatted up.
Jin Jin.
Yeah, and I see some of the others walk past or something, and
Do we see some kind of sign of your injury and your healing process?
yeah, I'm like I've got a cane or something, but that's like
Okay.
haven't given up, gonna keep fighting.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Yeah, I think I come up to Luna, and I, you know, like I'm like happy to see her, but then like, you know, like I kind of stop before like I get too close, and uh, like you're alive. Uh, your arm. I can't believe you came back here. And I just wanted to say some things to you. Luna, your name means moon, and like the moon, you bring light to the darkness. And I know I've never said anything like this before. I've I'm set in my ways, but as you can see, I'm close to dying. And I just need to get this off my chest. You know, some opportunities come only once in a lifetime, but you gotta seize them when you can. Uh, Standing in all this blood and all this guts and seeing all this this carnage, this these uh I guess I look around at all the dead guards and whatnot. All this the the brains and and spleen and liver. It's easy to forget that the most vital organ is the heart. And then I look at her and I look at Riley, and I just say, but I know I'm not the one for you. I I know I'll never be able to make you as happy as she can. And I kind of like step away so that there's I step away so I'm not standing between Riley and Luna.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. A nice solo speech from the thespian at the end of the film. Riley, what do we see from you? And then we'll check in with our lead for the final.
I think we skip forward a little bit and we're at Anna Atomic's gym. and there's a boombox booming, and I think there's like a bunch of kids around putting down pieces of cardboard, and Riley is up on a ladder, and like Luna is like handing her, or she's just finished painting something, and she's handing the paintbrush down to Luna, and they like she climbs down and looks up, pleased, hands on her hips, and it's like whatever the name of the gym is, the Atomic Action Fighting Studio, and underneath it she's added and
It's
dance
Cheeks,
school.
remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right,
Cheeks.
Cheeks. Yeah, so then it's Cheeks and what would be a good name for a dance school that would work well with that? Because it's not a cheer studio, right? They're not cheering.
Cheeks and moves.
Yeah, Cheeks and moves.
Shake your cheeks. I don't know.
Yeah, and she turns around and gets started to teach this breakdancing class.
Hmm.
And I don't know how Anna feels about it. I don't know if she asked permission, but sure she is doing it.
I think we see
I think
like maybe the bell rings on the door, and some of the other fighters from the competition are there, and like they've brought like a letter, and they're like, we have to find Anna. She has to take over from Athena. Someone has to be the new champion, so they're
Mhm.
looking for her, and like, where could she be? And then we hear vroom in the parking lot, and Anna is on her motorcycle, just kind of turns, gives them a wink, flips them off, puts on a helmet, and starts to ride off into the sunset, with Atomic by Blondie playing over the background.
Nice. And then I think as you drive out of the city, there is a shot of the side of a building, or maybe a bus drives past across an intersection that you've just gone through, and on the side is the symbol of an atomic explosion with the word prepare. And that's where we end our film. Let's take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back. We'll do the end of movie procedure, and then we'll set up the next one. So see everybody back at 10 past, and I will, if I can figure out where the buttons are, pause the All right, so we're back. The recording has restarted. I mentioned it in the chat, but I do want to say it for the recording. Of course, Athena Ingram, her initials are AI, and she had a plot to capture people's art and repurpose it using some kind of machinery. The whole thing, of course, is an allegory.
The worst.
Yeah,
Glad
So
she's
the true
dead.
artists won out in the end,
Yeah.
which is what we would hope for in this context. All right, so end of film procedure. Camaraderie is at +3, so everybody takes an XP for that. And then I will reset camaraderie back down to 0 for the next film. Everybody votes for an MVP. I think last time we did this in chat. Think about people's actions in the film. There was some really good stuff in this movie.
I mean, I'll put Anna, but all three of you were killing it. Did
It was
such a good
hard,
job.
yeah.
Yeah.
And no, I really can't pick. I'm gonna roll for it. Uh, Alex, Anna. I didn't type it right.
ABBA, another
ABBA is
song
the
we could
MVP.
play on screen.
The Dancing Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you break dance to Dancing Queen? I'm sure you can. So
You can dance, you
Riley.
can try. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So Riley is the winner with 2 votes. No, we've got a tie, right?
Once again, it's a
Yeah,
tie.
it's a tie.
But Anna was leading this one, so they can't be it again, surely. It's got to go to.
Yeah, I want to
No,
see
that's
Riley
true,
as
but-
lead in the next one for sure.
All
Or
this will
TI.
do. Yeah, all this is going to do is
Excuse me,
it
Becky
will give
Lynn
you-
Beecher.
Becky Lynn Beecher. Yeah, all this will do is give you an XP, and I get to cast the deciding vote in case of a tie. It's between Anna and Riley. I'm gonna give it to Anna for this because I think we had Riley last time be the
Yeah,
be the
there was
MVP,
lots of
so,
swagger. There was
there
quite a
was
lot of
lots of
swagger in
swagger
this
going
film.
on. Yeah, and especially the knocking Athena over into the gong. I think is
I
that's a
remembered the
good
gong at the last second. Like I was like, what can I kick her into that would be? And I was like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, that thing that she kept every single time. Yeah.
Although Garrison's speech at the end, I can see that being played for like best supporting actor nomination.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Highest audience interest gains 1 style power and 1 XP, and then everybody should reset their audience interest. Highest, according to the sheet, is
Anna.
Marsha Boom Boom Machado again.
Yeah.
So take that, and then everybody reset audience interest to 0. Removal harm, so drop your harm box back down to the 0. Remove your script move and any gear you had. And then we can start working on the next film. So
I think we all just had our fists this time.
Yes, and some kind of uniform. So I brought the movie scripts tab back in. So far, we've had a barbarian movie and a fighting tournament movie. Expressed a negative interest in doing a cop movie. That leaves us with a ninja movie, a war movie, and a sci-fi flick. But we'd previously discussed sci-fi flick as maybe being.
If we're doing
what we wanna
sci-fi,
do
are we
for-
talking near future like Blade Runner or far future like Star Trek? I'm happy either way, but they're different films, sort of things.
Yeah,
Tia,
no,
you're
up
going to
to
be the
team.
lead, probably, Tia. So what's most interesting to you?
I feel like because this is so we've been sort of like playing this as like 80s kind of vibe.
Somewhere there.
Ishy, yeah. Yeah, maybe far future. Because I feel like I think of Star Trek and I definitely think of like two-handed overhead punches, etc. The sort of thing that a pugilist might be into.
Now I've got the Spock and Kirk in the arena kind of music playing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a lead. We have a script. We have kind of a general idea. Each player, starting with the lead, picks exactly 1 move from the list. Each move can be taken by up to 2 people. So start having a look through, and then T is going to pick the first move.
Are we using Star Trek like a more action-packed Star Trek as their touchstone, or so?
We can.
Is that what?
We can. So science fiction film in theory is absolutely my jam. I can't remember if I've mentioned this before, but I have spent the last 2 decades or so trying to watch all of the best science fiction films in a roughly chronological order. I have seen pretty much the good stuff starting in 1950, and now I'm up to 2001. Like the year, not the movie. I saw the movie a long time ago. And then I've dove back into history to go all the way back to Le Voyage dans la Lune in 1902, and then I've seen a couple of the ones in like the 20s and 30s as well. So where do people land in terms of science fiction? What do we want to see? Do we want to do a Star Trek style kind of Federation movie? Maybe a bit more action packed, a bit more modern Star Trek than old school Star Trek, or
Yeah, it might be
Yeah,
next
like-
gen instead of original series.
Like First Contacty, where we're like firing at Borg and always and stuff.
Yeah.
Or.
All right. In that case, I think I'm going to take From Another Star. You Aren't Human. And then there's a bunch of mechanical stuff. I think that lends itself well to that type of story. Maybe
Sorry, I
E.T.
just
is
saw-
another touchstone here.
Yeah.
I just saw Alien Musk move.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's some really good ones in here. The one that
Yeah.
dives out to me is like the From Another Star move can't be made permanent with experience, so you can't be an alien in subsequent, like you can't be an alien in a ninja movie or anything like that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The one that makes me laugh is Integrity Breach, which doesn't say that. So when you're in a ship, you had an option added to the violence move. You cause a breach through which the void rushes in, and I just envisaged doing that and then creating a ninja movie or a barbarian movie.
Yeah.
Like, how does the barbarian get into space? I don't know. So from there, which way did we go last? We went right last time, right? Or did we go left last time? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Let's go right, because unfortunately Rod probably would not get a chance to be the lead, so I want to give you first shot at the final film script move that you will have for this series.
I guess.
There's a couple of strong drama moves in here,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
although
want to diversify.
oh, magnetism's alienness is fun.
Mhm. You could also take From Another Star, so each move can be taken by two players.
I'll take impossible knowledge of the
Impossible knowledge of the unknown. Nice. Around to Boom Boom Machado.
I'm so conflicted. Like some of them are really good. Blake, do you have one that's like really calling to you? Because then I'll pick the other one.
No, not really. I can see all of them being used. It's
I either want Integrity Breach or Alien Musk. So if there's one of those two you want, I'll pick the other one.
well, that's what I was thinking for you. Whichever one you take, I'll take the other one.
Yeah.
So they'll both be in the film.
I'll pick a D4. I guess I'll take Integrity Breach.
Okay.
Okay. And so Tyler is going to take Alien Musk.
Yep.
All right. Next up, starting with the lead again, take a column of gear. And you get everything in the gear column. There is another option, which is not one of the columns, which is that you can pick a gear combo from any other movie script, but you add the alive and loud tags, and they're AI-powered devices.
Noted. I think spaceship and sidearm.
I can't hear that without thinking of the Lego movie now. Spaceship. Spaceship. Dear.
Oliver. T, also as part of this, start thinking about a character name for this film.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go with a lab full of cool devices and tools.
Yeah. Awesome. Boom, boom.
I will go with the environment and spacesuit, tools, and welding kit.
Welding kit. Nice. And
So
then
that
Tyler.
feels like it. My cousin integrity breach.
Engineering.
Who's go?
You.
Oh, okay. I'll have BFG if no one's had it.
Yeah.
Nobody has had it.
I feel like somebody has to have it. So
There's so many tags on that weapon.
Ah, damn
3 harm, deadly, loud, auto fire, area, and messy.
And you can use muscles when shooting.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Sure
Oh.
can. It's gonna make somebody happy with the alien mask.
And were you asking for possible movie titles?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
If you have something in mind, if you want to toss it out, go for it.
I was thinking Stellar Crisis 4 Against the Void.
Ooh.
Love it.
you don't want Cosmic Crisis? Get double down on alliteration.
Oh, absolutely. It's Cosmic Crisis, 100%.
Cosmic Crisis 4 Against the Void. We've had Destiny, Storm, and Void. Nice.
Sounds like a 90s band.
Yeah. Let me check my thing here. Everybody gets gear. At the same time, name your character. Choosing highlighted stats. Let's see where everyone's at. So last movie we had Boom Boom doing muscles. This film, what can you do? You can do an integrity breach and you're a welder with a spacesuit. I think I might switch that to agility.
Emote might be funny, you know. She can't take it, Captain.
I'm happy to do that. You also have the highest star power in the crew, so let's make it drama.
Sure.
That is more fun. This is Boom Boom's had a lead role and is trying to become a serious actor.
Yeah. It's gonna go great.
It's got to be magnetism for Ulysses Wilson with his alien musk. But that's what you had last time. Are you happy to leave it at magnetism?
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah. Thola from Becky Lynn Beecher is right. So you're just creating a whole bunch of other stats.
Yeah.
So you had drama as your highlighted stat last time.
It does not have to continue to be drama.
No, but you're the lead, so I'd really like to see some killer one-liners from you, I think. Let's stick it in swagger.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. So now we've got 2 people with highlighted stats with a -1. That's gonna be cool. And then for Oliver's character, everything that you do is drama. Last time you had muscles. What have we got highlighted at the moment? Agility, drama, muscles, magnetism, swagger. We've got everything. All the bases are covered. Maybe we want some one-liners out of you as well. Let's get that camaraderie up. Although you're going to be lead for the next film, which we won't get to play. Make it swagger as well. There we go.
So with
Everybody
my
happy with
move,
this? Sorry?
the move that I had that I can use drama for for one-liners.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. So you're unlikely to roll swagger, right? What is the other basic move that uses swagger? I think it's love scene, right? No, that's
getting what
magnetism.
oh
Read a situation.
read a situation.
That's maybe not terrible given
Okay.
some of your other choices.
Sure, that's fine.
We'll see how that goes. All right, now I need to make a pick from the villains list. Let me see what it is for the sci-fi flick. It could be alien army, hostile planet, incoming asteroid, pod people, a bloodthirsty alien hunter, or time traveler. I think we've got the alien Musk move and the BFG in play. So we probably want things to fight. So I'm not sure that hostile planet and incoming asteroid are going to be all that great. Pod people feels a bit more dramatic. Time traveler is going to take me some time because I'd need to go look at all the other playbooks and all the other scripts and pick another person. Alien army or bloodthirsty alien hunter? T, as our lead, do you have a preference?
I feel like last film having more people to fight felt like it had good momentum. So maybe an army.
Alien army. This is one of those weird choices because the lead is the only person that can defeat the villain of the film, and I'm not sure how you defeat an entire army. But maybe we can find a
You just have
representative
to-
of that army for you to symbolically defeat them.
Yeah, or you find the MacGuffin and you just do the techno babble, reverse
Blow up their
the
space
polarity. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess Anakin Skywalker did defeat an entire army of battle droids.
Mhm.
And I went with small and fast for the spaceship.
Spaceship is small and fast.
Yes.
All right, cool. Do we have some details about this alien army?
Are they from the same species as our lead, or maybe they're like invading your planet or something?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe she's defected. Like she's met some of these, I'm assuming the rest of y'all are humans, and been like, no, we can't exterminate them.
All right, everyone quickly go and watch Enemy Mine during the break.
They're from some group that's obviously like the Federation. Well, I'm just throwing out an idea. People can veto it. But I feel like maybe we're from some group that's like the Federation with the serial numbers filed off. So like the Coalition or the Alliance, or I don't know what.
Legally
Good
distinct,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked up synonyms for Federation and it came up with Confederacy, Union. I'm like, no.
Let's not be the
I don't want-
Confederacy.
I was going to say
don't
they
want
could
any
be
of
the Horde
those.
versus the Alliance, but still.
I like Coalition or Alliance is good. The cooperative, nice.
The committee. The Alliance is good.
What do we want? The Alliance?
Sure.
Yeah, I like that.
A stellar alliance, so we get
Yes.
stellar in there.
We can keep the Stellar. The Stellar Alliance.
If it's against the void, is this going to be like, their weapons are powered by the darkness between the stars and they can cut right through our shields and that sort of shit?
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Like they have gravity weapons and stuff.
I think because we want a potential for hull breaches. Are we on a starship, a space station?
We could start in a space station and go to a starship to get away or something because we're on a frontier planet that got invaded or something.
Or maybe they have a battle station that's gonna blow up a planet and our small ship has to I'm just recreating Star Wars. I'm sorry.
I'm always a sucker for a space elevator. You know, where they tether a space
Mm-hmm.
station to the ground and then put things
Yeah.
backwards and forwards in between. That's always fun. Any other details that we want around these aliens? Do we have a name for the aliens? We could be wildly confusing and say that our alien is called Polar and they're all called that. It's just the
The Cheeksians. I'm just kidding. Or maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, it's not bad.
Thinking the Zha-kul.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds Zha-kul. Okay, cool. I think do we want to have some kind of general or commander or some representative of the army for Polar to symbolically defeat?
I mean, it could be one of us. I don't know. Oh, you mean the enemy? Sorry.
I mean the enemy, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, typically, if it's a general, it's some sort of male character, and if they're like a reptilian or insectile, it's some sort of alien queen. But we can deliberately invert that trope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Like void gravity.
The Void Bearer. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe they're powered by like a portable black hole that they have like a psychic link to or something.
I think it's definitely played by the same guy who was Pendastalar, but he's got like a bunch more makeup and stuff on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They broke out the prosthetics. He's
Yeah.
got the same head ridges that Thalahar does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask. It's becoming now one of my favorite tropes of this game is just reusing NPCs in different roles. I think it's great.
Maybe the Void Bringer or
Yep.
the Harbinger or something.
Harbinger is good. Harbinger of the Void.
Yeah, I like that. Sounds like there might also be a little bit of like a religious angle as well.
Mm. But are you? Let me check what the suggested relationships are, although we don't have to use the suggested relationships at all. But I'm just wondering, are you all part of some group together? Is this a pseudo military organization like Star Trek seems to have in Starfleet, or are you just
It could be
citizens?
it could be like Starship Troopers, where occasionally they'll walk down the corridor and there'll be an ad for the Alliance on the wall, and they'll all have there's a lot of badges and medals in shot the whole time, sort of thing.
Do you want to know more?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you interested in being part of a military structure like that, or are you more sort of the plucky rebels that get sucked into this?
Yeah, I think we're either plucky rebels, or if we are part of a military organization, we've like convinced them to let us go do this daring plan to get behind enemy lines and attack the Harbinger directly. And they're like, it's not going to work. Goodbye. Take your own ship.
Yeah.
We're all doomed anyway. You may as well choose the way you're doomed.
Yep.
Okay, starting with, let me just make sure I'm doing this in the right order. Each player determines a relationship with another person. Script has sample relationships if you want them, but you absolutely don't need to use that list if you want to come up with something else. This starts with the lead. We've done go left and we've done go right. T, if you want to skip that and make a relationship with Boom Boom, and then Boom Boom can pick who they want to make a relationship with. But I don't think there's. So I know you two haven't had a relationship, and Mason Wyatt and Oliver Lord won't have had a relationship, I don't think,
Mhm.
coming into this.
Well, I rolled work buddies and friendly rivals. So maybe we're from like we're both the hotshot of our respective squadrons, and we've been, thrust together on this mission, and are constantly like jockeying a little bit for, I don't know, control of the situation. And maybe, your agent is like, no, 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 more screen time. How dare you?
That's probably what's going on, yeah.
This is a current lead and ex-lead kind of.
Yeah, I feel
vying for
like I
control
was
of the
picturing
screen.
her as kind of like a chief engineer, but that makes sense like behind the scene. Like my agent is like yelling, like, no, she needs more screen time.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to make sense that the engineer would be on this job. She's a star, damn it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You cut her best scenes. You need to put them back in. Yeah. Alex, if you want to pick one of the other two to have a relationship with, and then I think if they have a relationship with each other, and then the last person has a relationship with Becky Lynn, then I think we've managed to get everybody have a relationship with everybody across the series.
Since Rod's character is all about sciencey stuff, like maybe we made a discovery together, whether it was a spectral phenomena or like, did we open the void that brought in the Harbinger's ship through and now we have to close it or whatever? Like, we feel responsible. A
who's
literal
responsible for this?
breach in reality.
Uh-huh.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Whoops.
So are you going for like an engineer trope?
Yeah, basically.
Sort of. Yeah, so we got an engineer, a scientist, the alien defector, and somebody with a really big gun that the aliens can't resist.
Ulysses is clearly in command.
Captain Ulysses Wilson? Question mark.
I was
I
thinking
mean-
bartender actually, but
Oh, Guinan.
Bartender
yeah.
is fine.
um,
Nice. So that brings us over to Rod. Professor Arcturus Rand. Beautiful.
Oh gosh, I lost track. Who has not been
So
picked?
make a relationship with your bartender.
Very healthy. Yeah.
He's my bartender.
Man, it could be your
Friends.
brother-in-law. You could be married to my sister, who's also a researcher or something. Or
You could be clones.
Oh, yeah.
I like to top and bottom of the list is clones and they don't know it, and then clones and they
Yeah.
do know it.
we're fairly different stats for clones.
I've seen twins. I know how this works.
That's not a documentary.
There was Blake. Did you ever watch the Late Show in Australia?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
D Generation. There's a skit from that I'll dig up and share in the Discord. But Tony Mutton gets dressed up as Arnold Schwarzenegger and does a whole interview as if he's Arnold Schwarzenegger and keeps talking about the movie Twins and how he thought it would be funnier if they looked more alike.
Dear.
Was talking to Ivan Reitman, who is, I think, a genius.
Genius, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, can we say we're from the same home planet?
Yeah,
Somewhere?
maybe we went to college together or whatever, yeah.
Sure.
Nice. And then Ulysses, what is your relationship with Flower. Thola? How do we pronounce that too?
Tholar. Yeah.
Thola? Okay.
Hmm. Maybe, yeah, maybe we're just friends and we bounce ideas off each other when we're stuck on something. Because we're from different backgrounds and different, we're kind of opposites, so we help each other by, being soundboards.
Yeah, I like that. I think Tholar is still trying to understand human nature, and as a bartender, I think you are particularly adept at it, and so she'll come and ask you questions. Hmm.
And have you managed to resist Ulysses' alien Musk?
Yeah, I read it as more, he's just friendly. Everybody talks to him about everything. It's not that he shags everything that moves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and the options are like alien wants to be your friend, lover, won't try to harm your friends, won't try to harm you. Yeah, I don't want to roll for it because I don't want to
No.
actively want to harm Ulysses.
No, he
I
hasn't
think
tried
so.
to chat you up. He's just,
Yeah.
I asked, and then I remembered to check the romance matrix, and I'm like, yes, you've managed to resist it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we've got who have we got? Let's go around and introduce everybody, starting with Thola.
Yeah, so Tholar is not wearing a wig this time, is in full prosthetics, classic head ridges. I'm thinking kind of halfway between sort of Kardashian kind of vibe. And I think it's just flesh tone though. She's just flesh colored. And I think she wears sort of like long flowing robes usually. And if she has to, she'll put on a uniform. But I don't know that she's like has like a super official position in this military organization. I think she's like an advisor and like shows up when she thinks it would be cool. Yeah, and I feel like maybe Becky Lynn is going to try for an accent in this one, and maybe Russian. We'll see how it goes.
does that make sense? Oh, dear.
Her
I
acting
have
coach is doing her a disservice.
Yeah, so I have two questions based on that. The first is, does this mean that the Zha-kul are a stand-in for the Red Menace in the 80s? And then the second question is Ingi your acting coach from the previous film?
Yes, and yes.
Okay.
She had such a good time filming her that she's like, this woman knows how to act.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
maybe
Yeah.
she even does a
Cool.
cameo when they need to have two of that species or whatever. Inga's there.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
football version. Professor Arcturus Rand.
Yeah, I'm picturing, like a tall, maybe on the younger side. Um, uh, but with I'm thinking cyborg, but like he has like a half mask, kind of like the Phantom of the Opera, but like more futuristic. Uh, and yeah, I think he's not done a whole lot of field work. I'm thinking like either he's just worked at I don't know, like a university or museum or something like that. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so it's kind of out of his own, going off in space.
Maybe he's been on a research station instead of like a big metropolis or something.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Nice. Lara Drake.
Yeah, Chief Engineer Lyra Drake is fresh out of the academy because that makes sense. Yeah, top of her class. She's wearing like a crappier version of the Federation uniform, where they just changed enough so they won't get sued. It's got this Stellar Alliance symbol on each pauldron. And it really is just because Boom Boom wants to become a serious actress. So she's like, yeah, give me something with more meat. So she'll be doing a lot of emoting and crying about the horrors of war and all that. And I'm sure it'll be very wooden. But yeah, that's her whole vibe.
Okay. And then
She
Ulysses
feels
Wilson.
responsible because again, we opened the integrity breach accidentally, and now she has to seal it. But she's not the lead of this movie, so she's probably gonna die.
Get that sweet 2 XP. Ulysses
All
Wilson.
right, so yeah, Ulysses Wilson, he him the bartender / heavy gunner when they need it, when things get real. Because he's a big guy, so he can carry a big gun.
I guess I want to ask: is the big gun? Is it a standard issue big gun? Is this something that Lyra and Arcturus have put together? Is it a stolen weapon from the enemy?
Maybe they've
Is it
modified it.
yours?
Maybe there's a scene where I go to them and they're like, "Hey, I've got something you can try with your gun." So all right, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, so we might need a scene early on where it's like, yeah, we've got this cool weapon, but nobody can lift it.
Piece of cake.
No
Yes, I have to
possible
throw
to lift
myself
it.
out of the bar when I get too ruly.
Ulysses is his own dancer.
Oh dear.
All right, I think we're set up and ready to kick things off for our final film, our sci-fi adventure. Oh no. Sorry, Zoom's gone funky. Cosmic Crisis 4 Against the Void. But before that, let's have another 10-minute break, and then we will come back. We'll start the movie, and then we'll finish up for the day. See
Sounds
you
good.
at right on the hour, I think. Alrighty. I was just saying to everybody, I've stolen the Spout Technobabble move from Impulse Drive and dropped it into our basic move sheet. So if at any point during this you need to come up with some plausible sounding sciencey technology thing, feel free to use that move to pull some cool things together. I would like to start with an establishing shot of a space station in geosynchronous orbit around a planet below. It has a tether to the planet, and you can see small craft moving up and down this tether. It's a busy place. There are ships kind of docking and undocking and flying away. And then we cut to the inside of this space station. And for our first scene, I would like to see Lara Drake and Professor Arcturus Rand. You were responsible for opening this rift in the first place, and you've been feverishly trying to work on some kind of solution to this problem as these aliens continue to advance across the what do we call it? The Stellar Alliance, across Stellar Alliance space. I think you've hit across some kind of plausible theory for a weapon that you could use to seal this rift. But we cut to the two of you discussing it.
I think the lights are kind of flashing, like, and there's an alarm blaring, like, dur, dur, dur. And people in the background are going like, whoa, as like consoles are exploding and stuff. And Lyra is like, oh, it's so hopeless, but we cannot let the lights of the many stars of the Stellar Alliance be snuffed out. We must find what happened to corrupt the quantum matrix, causing the integrity breach. I'm
Okay.
emoting as hard as
Is
I
is
can,
this
but
was gonna say, is this an emote move?
I want you to
Talk
feel
about your
like
difficult.
like the urgency.
Hmm. Talk about your difficult first thespian sort of role, is that they're throwing you
I got a
into. Here's a
6,
bunch
which
of
feels
terms
very yeah.
that you don't know.
I got a 6, which feels
Uh,
very appropriate.
the rawness of your emotions has exhausted you, so take -1 forward.
She keeps
Professor
tripping
A.
up over the lines, and like there's probably cue cards that she's trying to read. Like, what? Who wrote this?
Again, 25 takes. This is the best one.
So, are you imagining that we're under attack, or is this
Maybe the space
I
station
was
is
not
starting to like
envisaging.
spiral towards the planet or something.
I was not envisaging that, but we can absolutely have the alien fleet is already at your doorstep and firing on the station.
cool? I don't think the Zha-kul are gonna give us the time we need, Lyra. We need to prepare to evacuate, and have like you see like these little robots like, but they're shooting
Yeah.
like fire extinguishers on the exploding consoles, and I'm packing like all my stuff. It's a lot of stuff. I have like those hiker backpacks, like a futuristic
Hmm.
thing. It's like um we have to get to the escape pod.
If any one of us needs to be saved, it's you. You're the most brilliant mind in the whole Stellar Alliance. Let's make our way there, and hopefully we can escape and find help.
I I think like I think my arm is also cybernetic, and like I kind of like put
Hmm.
like a finger into like a console, and you can see like lights flashing on my half mask as I'm downloading. You can see like a computer console screen with like downloading 83%, 87%, um
Hmm.
as and you're seeing like pictures of the void, and like maybe some shots of Zha-kul and their spacecraft, um and maybe just like a big explosion. So like maybe the whole thing doesn't download, but I have most of it. Um,
Mm.
and I think I'm thrown back, and maybe Lyra has to help me as we escape.
Oh.
Yeah. So we can see it get to let's say 79%, and then the power goes out on the console. So you've got most of it, but not all of it. You're gonna have to recreate some of that from memory.
Don't worry, I can
From there, we're
extrapolate the
going.
vortex later using, vibranium.
Mm. Lara's leaning into the spout technobabble move, which
Yeah.
is awesome. Uh, from there, we cut to the what does the bar look like on this space station?
Yeah, it's like a big semicircle bar, and it's probably me and another bartender lady working. We'll say it's Luna from the last film.
Mm-hmm.
So she's the other
Is this
bartender, and we're mixing up
you got
very
a big
colourful, swirling drinks.
Have you got a big panoramic shot, like a big window in the background, so showing the sort of starscape, and yeah, behind you you see the audience sees, maybe you don't see yet, but you see these Zha-kul ships like blipping in as they jump out of a warp somewhere and begin firing on the station, and the station begins to rock uh, as the two of you are in this bar. Should we have let's have Thorlar in the scene as well. What are you doing in the bar at this afternoon?
Yeah, I think she's meditating on one of the many things about human civilization that she finds, or I guess the Stellar Alliance civilization she finds confusing. And she's sort of holding up a martini glass. And she says, I do not understand. If it had straight sides, it would hold more liquid for the same amount of vertical space. So you have given up space for liquid, and you make it tippy. You just push it over. I don't understand. Why is it like this, Ulysses?
But, it's not a science, it's an art. And he's shaking up this thing, but he's sort of slowing down as he's realizing, oh, there's heaps of bad shit happening in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So might be time to go, though.
Yeah, and I think you're shaking, and Tholar sees in the like reflection of the cocktail shaker the ships, and she sort of like gasps and turns around and says, "Forrators, we must leave immediately. The station is going to be destroyed. To my ship!" And she just sprints
Okay.
out of there and hopes that you follow her.
Nice. Do we have a name for Luna's NPC in this scene?
Nadir, which is like the moon when there's no
Yeah.
moon showing.
Neat, yeah, I like it. Ulysses, as you leave this bar, what are you and Nadir grabbing on the way out?
I think he'll grab like a case of something from under the thing. Maybe someone else gets, because he's big, so the might as well use him. So someone else gets injured by an explosion, and he puts him over one shoulder, and he's got the case in the other hand, and he's following Tholar. Yeah, but Tholar.
Tholar. Okay, so the two of you are running through the corridors of the space station as you continue to hear these explosions that kind of rock the camera, and the lights are flickering in the corridors. And along the way, you run into Lyra Drake and Professor Rand, and they are also carrying some equipment. They look ready to go. Did you have a ship in mind that you were heading for, the two of you?
Which two
Lyra
of
and
us?
Professor
Oh,
Rand?
I was just seeing like an escape pod, but yeah, I mean,
Oh no!
And
The
why is
escape pod only fit 2 people, but we have to rescue our 4 friends. However, will we deal with this situation?
I would like to suggest that you make it to an escape pod, and it has already been taken. Every escape pod that you check is already gone.
Oh,
Where do you
right.
head
They
from there?
changed this in the script. Oh no, the escape pods are gone.
Lyra Drake, I see we meet again. And I think there's a moment where like they lock eyes, and you can see like their past experiences reflected.
I was almost top of my class in the academy, but they told me that we had to share being valedictorian, and that isn't right.
We haven't got time for that. Is there a ship nearby?
Yes, you are all welcome on my ship, even Lyra. To stay is to die. And she turns off again. And I will roll that killer one-liner, and we'll see how it
Yes.
goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6.
Oh my gosh.
The line falls flat, so take a -1 forward as you're rattled by how lame your line was, and the director may make a move against you. So you say that, and then you hear a voice come over the radio, and or over the intercom system in the ship, and there's a big explosion, and this voice says, Zha-kul forces have entered the base, have entered the station. What do you do?
Yeah, I think the Lar who'd pulled ahead is going to like skid to a halt and turn back and look at Ulysses and say, "Oh, do you still have your firearm with you?"
It's right here.
Lyra, Professor, are you armed? We may have to fight our way through.
I'm always armed, and I lift up my arm, and there's like a weapon house that that comes out.
I have
I'll
a
say this.
welding torch, but it's not regulation to use it in a combat manner. But I guess it's for the Stellar Alliance.
Good. Now, let us go.
So you all gear up and approach the landing bay where the large ship is currently situated. Two things. Thola, are you regularly allowed to fly? Or is your ship somewhat locked down by the station command?
That is a good question. Probably it's locked down, yeah. And then you said your second question?
Is this a Zha-kul ship, or is this a ship you've acquired since defecting to the Stellar Alliance?
Oh, it's a Zha-kul ship. She stole it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that the Stellar Alliance has been not quite disassembling it, but definitely trying to figure out more about how it works. So once you landed on the station, you've been grounded ever since. They do their best to keep you away from the ship. So there is some kind of mechanism holding this ship on the station that somebody is going to need to overcome. But beyond that, there is also a group of 3 Zha-kul that are standing around the ship. And they're also looking for a way to free this vessel from where it's currently housed.
Well, I'm going to point my gun at them and say, drinks on me, assholes. And yes, I am going for one-liner.
Yes.
And firing my big gun at them. Swagger, which is 1.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. It's terrible. Maybe I staggered a bit
6.
so it doesn't look as heroic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the killer one-liner doesn't go off as you roll a 6. So you'll take -1 forward, and the director makes a move against you. I think the Zha-kul turn around and they start firing these strange void weapons across the bay at everybody. Probably going to have to find some cover, but what do you do?
I take out my toolkit and I start opening it, and it's like I can disassemble and uncouple the ship from the vibronium circuit, but it'll take time to charge. You'll need to cover me. And she starts like typing really quickly on the panel, which is obviously just like an Etch-a-Sketch or something.
Does Lyra have a rank?
Lieutenant, probably.
Yeah, so I think Tholar will draw her sidearm and say, "Well, you heard the lieutenant," and open fire.
Okay. And we also had Ulysses wanting to open fire as well with his BFG, which he hasn't had a chance to do. So
Okay.
let's have a should we have the lead come in and do some damage and then have Ulysses clean up?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Or do you want Ulysses to fire the opening shot and then we'll come back to...
Oh, maybe mine's charging. It's like, you can see it charging up and then she does something and then my actual shot will go.
So yeah, the BFG has got...
Humming.
So you have the BFG weapon and the BFG move, which is amazing. So the bar on the side of the BFG is filling up, and Thola has a moment to do something.
I'm imagining
Open
this is some
fire.
sort of like there's like a docking bay. There's a bunch of like space crates around, and she'll dodge roll between 2 and set off some shots on the way. 7. And I'm going to be a little bit sneaky and say inflict harm, but you take some too, which I think triggers duck and weave. When you're tough to get a beat on from range, when you take harm from range attack, roll agility.
Yeah.
So let me
That sounds
do
good.
that.
So you'll do harm to one of these guys.
And that was a 14. On a 10 plus, you avoid damage. So I don't know what it looks like as they almost hit her.
14, you could do this in slow motion if you want. But your shot manages to take one of them out. Tell
Absolutely
us
in
what
slow
this looks like.
motion. Yeah. So she dives out, crouches, takes a shot, and then rolls away. And I think as she's rolling away, we see like the sort of like orb of dark light brush past her and hit, I don't know, a canister behind her that starts spouting steam. And she says, "Whenever you're ready, Ulysses."
Ulysses, take your shot.
All right. Hopefully this goes and bang. We go 9.
That is good. Did that also eat up the -1 you had from the previous roll? The killer one-liner that didn't come
No,
off?
so it's still going to be 8.
It'd still be
Okay.
8. I just want to make sure we've consumed that.
Yep. So yeah, maybe I inflict harm, but a friend is hurt. Like Nadir sort of tries to roll behind a crate and take a shot, and she gets hurt as well. Doesn't mean she's dead. Just
So
means she's hurt.
Yeah. What does this BFG look like as it goes off? What is? What
Oh,
do
it's
we
got to
see on
have
screen?
rotating barrels and stuff, as well as a big charging up thing on the top.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why my
this
line failed, because it wasn't charged when I did it.
Yeah. Is this a Is this an energy weapon? Is it firing a
Yeah.
projectile?
It's
Is it
energy weapon.
explosive? What is this? Energy weapon. So we get like auto fire laser play across these
Yeah.
the two
I
remaining
think they're like
Zha-kul
red
guards.
lasers,
One of
and then
them.
later on, after they fix it up, it'll be green lasers or something.
Nice. Green lasers with green screens is hard to do, but they'll figure it out by the end of this film. That's enough to take out one of the other guards. There's one guy left. He's severely burned and wounded. What is Professor Rand doing while all this is going on?
Oh, I think the canister that Solar hit, it's the steam is like some kind of gas, and I'm gonna shoot it and then ignite it, so like these big kind of like fire cloud to take out the last guy. Or
Hey.
so is that just muscle or how?
You could do this as an agility stunt, I can imagine.
Oh. um sure. I'll be at a negative. But a 2.
Oh, woof.
Ulysses. Oh, a 2.
Yes.
Before that happens, yeah, Ulysses, don't forget to take a point of star power for that 14 that you rolled. Did anybody else roll high so far? I don't think so. I think that's...
We used up all our good dice earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone was rolling rocks for the first half of the session and the end of the final, the previous film, and then as soon as we come into a new one, it's not working so well. Okay, so Oliver does try and shoot at this canister to try and get it to explode, but instead he knocks it over and it's rolling towards the group of you as you prepare to defend against this final alien enemy. He's going to line up a shot on this barrel. Ulysses' weapon is probably still charging. Thola, what do you do about this situation?
Yeah, I think the barrel is moving towards Lyra, who's working to free the ship. And Tholar says, I will save you. And she will dive forward and try and kick it so that it rolls back the other direction towards the Zha-kul. Which I guess is, I don't even know what that would be.
This,
I guess
this
it's
feels like a
violence.
stunt.
Yeah, it sounds like a stunt.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it with violence, but you're kind of throwing a barrel at somebody that's going to explode. This is a very large grenade if you want to treat it that way.
That's true. I think I'm gonna go with stunts because if I can set it up for Ulysses to hit it with an energy blast, I feel like that'll be more effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I do think this feels like a muscle stunt, so I'm going to roll it with muscles.
Yeah.
For 7. Your stunt is successful. Take +1 forward. However, you left yourself in a precarious position. Choose one. You fall, you lose something, you leave something behind, you hurt yourself. The director makes a move against you. You can make a move.
Okay. Well, the easiest move that I can make is this Zha-kul warrior takes a shot at you and will hit you for 2 harm.
Yeah,
With a ranger.
absolutely.
This is a ranged attack, so technically speaking, that would also trigger duck and weave.
That is true. I wish it kept your modifiers. Wait, no, I only rolled 1 die. Let me try that again with 2 dice and see if we can get a more useful number. 11, or I guess 12 because that would have used my +1 forward. You take no harm.
It's going to be impossible to kill. They'll
Yeah, I mean, that's
take your
why
point of
she's the
audience
lead.
interest.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it is already impossible to kill Thilla, but
and they're space bad guys with laser weapons. We have to assume their aim is pretty bad.
Of course.
right. Lyra, how is your hacking going? How are we going to roll this?
I was gonna do read a situation because there's like, what's my best way in? And I think she's like, there's like a bead of sweat rolling down her forehead, and she's like, oh, geez, I gotta find a way to bypass these nodes, like, and she's feeling the pressure both from the situation and also like, should she really be letting Tholar, who's very irresponsible, take this spaceship, but she has no choice, so she's just gotta hack it.
I could try to use a
Lyra,
mode if you want to try to. I could try to use the mode to help you if you want.
How does that work?
If I roll well enough, I can.
Oh yeah, emote. Okay,
+1.
yeah. So what do you say?
Hand out a +1 forward.
Oh, if Lieutenant, if it's not just our lives at stake, the information I've obtained, I've retained in here, could save the whole alliance. It's paramount that we leave, and we leave soon. And
Let's see if that inspires me.
wow, just a 7.
Great. Yeah, I'm thinking about all my family back home and like all my friends in the academy and stuff, and I'm hack even harder. So let's see, 13. So yeah, what's our best way in? What should be on the lookout for? And who's in control here of just like the whole situation, I guess.
Okay, best way into where?
Into the spaceship or our escape route from the station. Like, how can I break into the spaceship so that we can take off?
Yeah, I think you're on the right track in terms of hacking this control mechanism that is keeping the ship in place. You might have to, because of the combat situation, the doors of the landing bay are kind of sealed shut, so you might have to blast your way through that because they're not responding to any sort of commands. What else did you have? You had who's in control here, and what should it be on the lookout for? Is it
what should be on the lookout for? Yeah.
if you fly out of here on a Zha-kul ship in the middle of a Zha-kul attack, the Stellar Alliance are unlikely to be your friends. So you're going to have to be very careful about where you navigate after this, because the Stellar Alliance are going to be trying to shoot you down.
Oh, jeez.
Who's in control here? The Harbinger of the Void has come. I think you can see on the sensors, you can see the flagship of the Zha-kul fleet.
Hmm. And I think I'm saying all of this out loud as I'm like typing and everything. It's like, oh no, the Harbinger's flagship has just warped into the stellar field.
Mm. And I can add to the what should I be on the lookout for that you know that ship has the potential to bombard the surface of the planet.
Hmm.
It can absolutely destroy this station, but it can also do an awful lot of damage to the people on the ground. This is bad. It's real bad. Is that?
Yeah.
I
think
that
she
cover
like
the reader situation?
she sighs and she like takes her cutting torch and she like ignites it. And it's like a blue flame. She's like, I'm gonna have to cut the doors open of the ship. It could cause an integrity breach and send us all into space, but we don't have any choice or any time.
Okay, but before you can do that, there is still the one Zha-kul guard. He's got a rolling barrel that is leaking something probably toxic, rolling towards them. They've just taken a shot at the lab, which was completely dodged. Ulysses, what are you doing to this person?
Can I like run over, scoop it up, and lob it at him?
Yeah, can you
I
ever?
guess
We'll
it's
see what the dice say.
So would it be stunt or violent? It's definitely muscles.
I think because your intent here is to do harm, I think violence.
Well,
is
to knock him away so we can get to the ship, sort of thing is more.
Okay.
If he gets unco or whatever, that's fine. We need to get to the ship.
Okay, I'll let you roll with either, whichever you prefer.
Right. We'll go stunt muscles. Here we go. 10. Bam. You do the cool
Nice.
stunt. Yeah, so I'm
Don't
trying
forget to get
to spin around and like hammer throw this thing at him, and he just goes flying across the. It's not a warehouse, is it? Cargo bay. And yeah, like we can get to the ship. Let's go.
Probably a shot in a warehouse or something.
Yeah.
I'm also going to give the group a point of camaraderie for preventing the Zha-kul infiltrators from stealing back the last ship.
Yeah, how rude. How dare they steal our stolen property?
That's right. But Lyra, you do manage to get the doors open. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
There's like sparks coming and, like, come on, we have to peel it open. And finally it just like comes open with a satisfying hit. This door.
I think because
none of us know how to fly this thing. Use your please don't crash us like you did before, but use your skills.
Dolar sort of like scoffs and says, before it was not a crash, it was intentional landing.
Nice. So Thorlar leads you into the ship. What does the interior of a Zha-kul ship look like? How is it different from what we might see on a Stellar Alliance ship?
Well, they're evil, so it's black and spiky, and the lighting is red. And I think the mechanisms, instead of being like touch screens, I think you like insert your hands into these kind of like gauntlet receptacles, and it's a sort of like a finger like binary based program, so you have to like type in binary to make the ship do things.
Nice. I did just as an aside, I did teach my kids to count to 31 on their hands as a kid.
Well, they'd be able to fly this one.
Using binary, so they would maybe be able to fly a Zha-kul ship. So okay, you managed to get the ship up and running. It is the Stellar Alliance had started to take it apart, so there might be some critical system that fails at an inopportune time, depending on what the dice say later on in the movie. But it's flight worthy at the very least. And you managed to get everybody in, including Nadia, the injured bartender, and fly out of the docking bay just as the Harbinger of the Void ship fires a massive laser that slices through one side of the space station, and we see from the outside as the space station begins to come apart. Where to from here? There are Zha-kul ships engaged with Stellar Alliance ships, all surrounding in a massive, like, furball of combat around this massive space station. This, the flagship.
And I think Tholar looks longingly at the battle, but then we'll look to Professor Rand and say, "What you said about getting you to safety, that you can defeat the Harbinger, is this true?"
Yeah, this is on the blooper reel. I start cracking up. Of course it's true. I never lie. But listen, these the what are you called? These
The Zha-kul.
aliens, the Zha-kul. Thank you. The Zha-kul. They were after this ship. There is something on this ship that is valuable. The Harbinger. Why would the Harbinger come just to destroy this station? There's nothing valuable on the planet. Whatever they want is here. If we get it away, we can save the people who are still alive.
And democracy.
And democracy.
And space capitalism.
So we
Stellar
better get
Alliance,
away because the
TSA,
Alliance will shoot
TSA.
at us.
Is that a soliloquy from the professor?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about it, but yeah, I think there's something valuable on the ship. This is what the gist of that
Sounds
was.
good.
Plus drama. A 9.
And so
A 9, 7 to 9 is above. The events come true at a great cost. So, the one thing that will
gain
happen.
insight into the emotional or physical nature of the conflict underpinning the plot. Name one thing that will happen related to the plot, no matter how big or small, and I'll make it come true. But it will come at great cost to you.
Yeah, I'll say that if we get out of here, there's information on this ship that would lead us. I'm thinking kind of like a treasure map or something, but something that'll lead us to something that'll solve the breach that the Void draws power from.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I almost want to
But
say
it
it's
will
the
come at great
orbs
cost.
again from the other movie, but like they're space orbs.
Yeah,
We've added
it's the
lasers.
same prop.
Yeah.
Same prop, but in a different context. A Fushigi ball with lasers is what it is. Okay. But that doesn't necessarily answer the question. Where is the crew flying to? Thola, you're at the helm.
Well, if we will not
Where are you
join the
going?
battle, we must escape. Ulysses, Lyra, Professor Rand, you are familiar with the star system. Which direction should we go? I will.
We can hide in the asteroid cluster, the Konami asteroid cluster. Point to it.
You have to go up, up, down, down.
You can see your fingers working on the controls. Then this. We shall do, for we must live to fight another day.
And as you fly away from the battle, that's where we will cut for the week. We will find out what happens next time in the Konami asteroid cluster, and what happens with the planet, with the super weapon that they have on board. Before we kind of finish up with the mechanics, everybody gain an experience for the session, which gets everybody to either 2 or 3. No, I'm looking at harm. That gets everybody to. We got 2, 2, 3.
I had
We've
to
got
just
scattered around
bumped
the
it to
place.
3, yeah.
Yeah, bumped it up to 3. So, technically speaking, before the end of the next film, you could also get an advance, but only by dying. Which
I'm
It's
really
like-
tempted to aim for that at some point.
I mean, there's
Um,
only one lead. All three of us, the rest of us could.
Yeah.
yes, all
That
3 of
is
the rest of
true.
you could absolutely die, and we know that Professor Rand is going to pay a significant cost for his.
Because I'm
insight
very
into-
interested in like the assistant director move too.
Yeah, it would be
so
would be cool to see it happening at least once during
Yeah.
the series. As I mentioned at the start, we've got one more session, so next week we will finish off
Go hard.
Cosmic Crisis 4 Against the Void, and yeah, go hard. It's our final chance to see all of these moves in play. Yeah, stars and wishes for the session.
Yeah, Alex and Rod, you guys are doing really well in the martial arts film. It was really good fun. I have to mention Tia's awesome Russian accent there. It's highly entertaining. Yeah, it's good fun.
Doing
It's
what it
easy
needs to
to
do.
envision the characters. It's good. It's all good.
Yeah, Mike, I second what Tio was saying earlier in terms of the spotlighting in the, tournament. That was, you did a really good job cutting between us, and it felt very appropriately dramatic at the end. So that was really neat. And I like the reveal about her name being AI. I'm like, that's so, on the nose, but in the best way. That was great. Yeah, I liked creating this new movie and all the ideas that we threw out, and everyone pitching something. So it's gonna have a lot of fun with this one too. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So, and yeah, I think I might want to try to die next time, but we'll see if there's an appropriate moment. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Incredibly fun session. I'm having a fantastic time. I think the wrapping up the fighting movie was very fun, and just like so many great scenes. Like I like the throwing the guard in the electric box from Tyler. I also really liked like the setup of like showing some moves, sis, and like wrapping up that arc, and also the arc with Luna and Garrison. I felt like there was just like a lot of the stories ended in a really nice way. Also, the bloody handprint on the visor was extremely cool, and I feel like that would have been on the movie poster. I feel like you could also have gone with like Athena getting kicked into the gong, but that would feels like it would be maybe too much of a spoiler.
The tagline has to be what Oliver said, though, like the most vital organ is your heart or something. That was so cheesy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh. And I'm excited for more space adventures next time.
Yeah, anybody have specific wishes for the sci-fi film? Other than Lyra potentially dying?
Explosions, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought our budget was going to be bigger for this one, so I think we should go big in whatever scene we are.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already destroyed a space station. That's quite a bit of power right there.
That's true.
We come a long way from a bunch of actors wearing loincloths and running through the woods.
I'll
Okay.
throw in just whatever the few stars. I think people said what things I wrote down already, but like, yeah, might just like just getting getting the plot going and having fun NPCs to play with. I wrote down the AI as well. I like that, there's an atomic cloud now with prepare, uh, as Anna took over. Yeah, Alex, just leaning into the B movie whole shtick of the science, the dialogue and all that. Excellent. I love I hope she learns a lot when I kick your ass. Like you said to Athena. Yeah, Blake, I love the thing with the power juncture that Tia mentioned, the flickering like lightning, and the drinks on the assholes line for the science fiction. And
Yeah.
yes, the inexplicable Russian accent is brilliant.
It's
It
explicable.
was
I'm
fun.
explaining it.
I love the tag team fighting that we had against the student and fight and the fighting with the B-boy dance moves. Awesome.
Yeah. I also had Blake chucking a chair at a guy and absolutely laying him out.
Such a wrestler
This is
move.
something-
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was such a wrestler move, but it was such a cinematic moment. And T's jump in slow motion from the ground floor up onto the gantry to face off against the villain. The handprint on the visor was one that really got me, and I agree that might be the movie poster, is a motorcycle helmet with a bloody handprint on it, and just no explanation beyond that. I think that's really cool. And then yeah, for Alex, the final showdown between you and Athena was absolutely awesome, and I'm loving the leading into the spout technobabble move, like bringing that in has already paid off. I'm already super happy that's working. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week, and we will finish up. It will be sad to do a final session, but it will also be a lot of fun. And I think this has gone well enough that it'll probably show up on the calendar again. We'll do another round of Action Movie World at some point in the future, and maybe we'll bring these same actors back. Maybe we'll get some new actors. We'll see. Other than that, one thing that I forgot to do, and I said I would do all the way through, is to get people to review the Lines and Veils tab when we start a new film. So over the week, have a look, see if there's anything from a science fiction genre that you want to add to the Lines and Veils tab. There's also the sort of yes please column there. So somebody already mentioned explosions and a bigger budget. Other than that, I think we're done for the week. Thank you everybody so much.
It's good fun.
Yeah, this is great. Thank you for running.
Good night, everybody.
Great.
Good night, all. Thanks.
I will stop the recording.